Breaking. Hold on to your seats because if you thought love and marriage, Huntsville had reached peak chaos, think again. What I'm about to tell you will make your jaw hit the floor. Picture this, Arionne Curry, the infamous side chick. The mother of Martell Holt's child, the woman fans love to hate, has officially been denied access to film for the show. Yes, you heard me right, denied, after years of lurking in the shadows, dropping shade online and making cryptic 4 a.m. posts that leave the internet on fire. She was supposed to step onto the big stage. But Carlos King, the mastermind behind reality TV genius, slammed the door shut. What's going on behind those executive walls? Was it karma? Ratings concerns? Or did someone finally decide enough is enough? And what about Martell? Is he furious, begging, or plotting his next move while the cameras roll? Today, we're diving deep into the drama, peeling back the layers of lies, betrayal, and side chick chaos. Buckle up, because this isn't just reality TV gossip. This is a scandal that could shake the foundations of Huntsville itself. Do you think Arionne deserved a spot? Or is this the ultimate public comeuppance? Keep watching, because the truth is juicier than you ever imagined. Arionne Curry. It's always been the woman everyone loves to talk about, but no one wants to deal with. And now she is at the center of a storm that could shake love and marriage, Huntsville to its core. The news that Carlos King and the OWN executives have officially denied her the chance to film for the show has fans and insiders buzzing and asking questions that no one seems to have answers for. She is the mother of one of Martell Holt's children, a woman who has been involved with him for years. And yet, she has never been considered acceptable enough to appear on the show officially. Martell, meanwhile, is desperate to push her into the spotlight, lobbying, pleading, and trying to convince everyone that including her would boost ratings and create compelling television. But the executives are standing firm, knowing full well that her presence could unravel the carefully constructed narrative of love, business, and black excellence that the show has been built upon. Martell's own situation only makes things more complicated. Divorced from Melody Cherie, struggling with business setbacks, and trying to maintain relevance in a world that has largely moved on from his story. He sees Arionne not just as a partner in real life, but as a storyline that could keep him in the public eye. The problem is that the audience is not on his side. Fans have made it clear that they do not want to see Arionne on the show, citing her role in breaking up a marriage, her public shade, and the chaos she has caused for Melody over the years. Melody, on the other hand, has been quietly building her empire, traveling, winning awards, launching new ventures, and showing a kind of strength and dignity that contrasts sharply with the public drama surrounding Martell and Arionne. While Melody is thriving, Martell is stuck trying to manufacture drama that may not even resonate with viewers. Arionne herself has been stirring the pot on social media, posting cryptic messages at odd hours, hinting at revenge, and reminding everyone that she is still very much a part of this story, whether the public likes it or not. She drops hints and clues that ignite speculation about who she is referring to. Whether it is Martell, Melody, the fans, or even other members of the cast, and her every post becomes a viral topic. Behind the scenes, sources claim that Martell has been proposing elaborate storylines where he and Arionne interact on camera in ways that would highlight their complicated relationship. But executives fear that giving her a platform would be uncontrollable and could potentially harm the show's brand. There are even whispers that Arionne keeps detailed records of events and interactions with everyone involved, a kind of unofficial log that could be used to influence public opinion or create more drama if she ever chose to release it. Social media is where much of this war is fought, as Arionne continues to post and tease, making statements that leave the audience guessing and the producers on edge. Martell's push for her inclusion is motivated not just by attention, but also by financial incentives, as reports indicate that his compensation has dropped without major scenes to film, leaving him desperate to create a narrative that would give him more screen time and relevance. Meanwhile, Melody remains the center of the show, and her continued success only emphasizes the contrast between her rising influence and Martell's struggle to remain important in the eyes of viewers. Arionne's ambition and Martel's desperation collide in a way that creates endless speculation, public debate, and tension that the show has never seen before. The controversy surrounding Arionne is not just about fame or television. It is about control, legacy, and power. Martel wants recognition for his real-life relationship. Arionne wants visibility and influence. And the executives are trying to maintain a balance that protects the show's credibility while keeping the audience engaged. Every cryptic post, every mention of past events, and every interaction online adds fuel to a fire that no one can seem to contain. Fans argue, analysts speculate, and the cast watches from the sidelines as this story unfolds like a soap opera that is entirely too real, and yet completely unmanageable. The tension between what is real and what is acceptable for television has never been more visible. And at the heart of it is Arionne Curry, a figure who refuses to be ignored and continues to manipulate attention in ways that keep everyone on edge and guessing. The drama only escalates when you start looking at the way Arionne and Martel operate behind the scenes, because what the cameras don't show is a tangled web of ambition, manipulation, and unresolved emotions that makes this entire saga feel like a ticking time bomb waiting to explode at any moment. Martel continues to cling to the hope that Arionne's presence on the show could somehow redeem his storyline, give him relevance, and maybe even shift the public perception that he has been fading into obscurity since his divorce from Melody Cherie. But executives remain skeptical because they know that her unpredictability is more likely to destroy control than create content. Insider reports, though unverified, suggest that Martel has been quietly meeting with production staff, pitching ideas that involve Arionne in highly dramatic sequences, including confrontations, family interactions, and tense business situations that would put him at the center while keeping Arionne as the mysterious, provocative force that keeps viewers talking. Meanwhile, Arionne is doing what she does best, using social media to fan the flames, posting late-night rants and cryptic messages that leave fans and fellow cast members guessing, creating speculation about everything from personal grudges to secret alliances. She posts images, captions, and stories that seem harmless at first glance, but when dissected, hint at a larger plan to assert herself as a power player in the Huntsville universe, reminding everyone that she is still a part of the story, even if the producers refuse to officially acknowledge her. Public reaction has been equally volatile, with fans divided between those who want to see her punished for her past actions and those who argue that reality television should show life in all its messy glory, with all relationships and conflicts exposed. Online, the debate rages on with hashtags, viral memes, and fan theories dissecting every post, every interview, and every rumored interaction, turning Arionne into the center of a storm she herself helped create. Meanwhile, Martel's frustration grows as he watches Melody continue to thrive, expanding her brand, gaining accolades, and showing a level of poise that highlights his struggles and makes his attempts to bring Arionne into the show appear desperate rather than strategic. Executives reportedly fear that giving Arionne a platform could open the floodgates to uncontrollable situations, including potential legal complications, additional conflict with other cast members, and even public backlash that could harm the show's reputation and credibility. They have seen her volatility and understand that she has the ability to turn small issues into full-blown scandals, forcing producers to constantly intervene or risk losing control entirely. The tension is palpable as Martel tries to negotiate, persuade, and sometimes manipulate situations to bring her closer to the cameras, while Arionne continues to operate on her own terms, carefully calculating which battles to pick, which moments to highlight, and how to stay relevant without officially being a cast member. Every time she posts, it sparks speculation, fan debates, and endless online chatter, reinforcing her influence even from the sidelines. The contrast between her chaotic energy and Melody's calm, disciplined success only intensifies the drama, making Martel's situation seem even more precarious as he tries to navigate between loyalty, personal ambition, and public perception. Arionne has made it clear that she will not be ignored, that she is keeping track of past slights, and that she is prepared to assert herself at the right moment, which leaves producers, fans, and even the other cast members constantly on edge. Social media becomes the battlefield where strategy, manipulation, and perception collide. And every late-night post or cryptic message from Arionne is dissected for hidden meaning, signaling that even without official screen time, she remains a formidable presence in the Huntsville universe, capable of influencing opinions, ratings, and the dynamics of the show itself, making her exclusion both a protective measure and a source of ongoing tension that fuels speculation and keeps everyone watching intently. As the tension builds, the consequences of keeping Arionne off the show are becoming just as dramatic as if she were on camera, because while executives may think they are controlling the narrative, the reality is that her presence or absence continues to dominate conversations, fuel speculation, and drive fan engagement in ways that no official storyline could replicate. And Martell finds himself caught in the middle of this storm, frustrated and increasingly desperate as he watches opportunities slip through his fingers while Melody thrives in the spotlight, gaining recognition, expanding her business ventures, and solidifying her reputation as a strong, independent woman who turned heartbreak into empowerment, and every achievement she celebrates only emphasizes Martell's inability to regain control, which makes his push for Arionne even more urgent and, in the eyes of many, increasingly reckless, because while he believes including her would create compelling drama and elevate his profile, producers see a risk of uncontrollable chaos, potential legal disputes, and public backlash that could overshadow the entire franchise, and Arionne herself is playing this game with a precision that borders on strategic genius, using social media to drop hints, stir controversy, and keep herself relevant without ever officially stepping on set, while every cryptic post, late-night rant, and subtle reference becomes a headline that fans and media outlets dissect, debate, and amplify, turning her absence into its own kind of spectacle where her influence is felt even when she is not physically present, and every cast member, from the Scotts to Tiffany and Lewis, is aware that her shadow looms over them, making even their smaller storylines feel secondary to the ongoing narrative surrounding Martell and Arionne's complicated relationship. And at the center of all this is the question of power and control. Who deserves the spotlight, and how much of reality television is truly about love, marriage, and business versus ego, revenge, and manipulation? Because Arionne continues to assert herself in subtle ways, keeping receipts, sending messages, and reminding everyone that she will not be ignored or discounted, while Martell continues to push boundaries, hoping to create content, regain relevance, and perhaps assert that his version of reality matters more than the carefully curated stories of Melody and the other cast members. And the public watches all of this with rapt attention, taking sides, debating motives, and speculating about the next move, which only fuels the cycle of attention and controversy, and reinforces the notion that even absence can be powerful when combined with timing, strategy, and social media influence. And the stakes are incredibly high, because a single post or rumor could trigger a cascade of drama, legal threats, or fan outrage that might ripple through the show, affecting ratings, reputation, and relationships, while everyone waits for the next revelation, the next cryptic message, or the next power move. And in this landscape, no one is truly safe from scrutiny. No decision is without consequence, and every choice Martell and Arionne make is amplified under the microscope of public opinion and executive oversight, which creates a delicate tension between ambition and risk, relevance and reputation, and strategy and chaos. And ultimately, the exclusion of Arionne from filming is not just a production decision. It is a declaration of control, an attempt to maintain credibility, and a recognition that some stories are too explosive to put on screen. Yet, even in absence, Arionne's influence remains undeniable. Her presence felt in every whispered comment, every fan theory, and every heated discussion online, making it clear that the Huntsville saga is far from over, that drama can thrive in the shadows, and that in the world of reality television, Sometimes the person who isn't on camera is the one holding the most power. So now that you've seen the full picture, here's the question we all have to ask ourselves. What is Martel really trying to do? And what is Arionne really planning behind the scenes? Are we watching a man desperate to reclaim relevance, or a woman strategically reminding everyone that she will not be ignored? And where does Melody fit into all of this, quietly winning and thriving while chaos brews around her? The truth is, this story is far from over. And every post, every rumor, and every hint from Arionne could be the spark that sets off the next wildfire in Huntsville. So we want to hear from you. Who do you think is really in control of this drama? Who deserves the spotlight? And what would you do if you were in their shoes? Could you handle the scrutiny, the backlash, and the constant pressure of being the center of a storm like this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because we are watching and we want to know what you really think. And don't forget to hit that like button if you want us to continue uncovering the deepest, juiciest truths behind reality television. Subscribe for more breaking stories that the networks don't want you to see. And turn on notifications so you never miss the next explosive revelation in the world of Huntsville drama.